Welcome to the Unapologetic Mompreneur, the podcast for mums with an online business who are ready to take back their time, home, business, and self so they can restore the balance and thrive, both at home and at work, without feeling like they have to choose between the two. I'm your host, Sarah Dew, life and biz coach for mompreneurs. I'm also a mum, stepmom, wife, introvert, breast cancer survivor, and your mentor for making a change for the better. I've learned how to go from surviving to thriving and unapologetically create a business I love and the life I want for me and my family without worrying about what other people think. And now I'm here to help you do the same. Because being an unapologetic mompreneur doesn't mean that we're selfish or that we don't care about others. It simply means that we are not afraid to show up as our true, authentic selves, to step into our purpose, do what we know is right for ourselves and the ones we love, and take the steps we need to take to make our dream life and business a reality. Join me each week where I'll be sharing all of my best tips and strategies, plus the occasional dose of tough but gentle love to help you feel empowered, motivated, and confident to take action so that you can become the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. So, are you ready to unapologetically create a business and life you love? Let's do this. Hey there, and welcome to episode 38 of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. Before we dive into this episode, I have a couple of things that I want to share with you. The first is to extend an invitation for you to come and join the Unapologetic Mompreneur Facebook group if you are not a member already. A safe and welcoming space, you will find all of the help and support you need to reclaim your power, restore the balance, and thrive, both at home and at work, without feeling like you have to choose between the two, whilst unapologetically creating the life that you want for you and your family. My absolute favourite place to hang out. Consider it your space to share your struggles, your frustrations, your wins, your joys, and your way of knowing that you are not alone on this amazing rollercoaster journey that is mompreneurship. You don't have to do this alone, and I would love for you to come and join us inside the Unapologetic Mompreneur Facebook group. You will find the link to do that below in the episode description. The other is that if you enjoy masterclasses, I have got something that you are going to love, and that is Cafe Thrive. It is my lifetime edition of the vault of on-demand quick win masterclasses that gives you everything you need to take back your time, your home, your business and self, so that you can go from surviving to thriving in your mompreneur journey. Think of it like the Netflix for your mind, your home and your business. Inside, you will find 16 incredible masterclasses, plus accompanying workbooks and lots of printables that give you everything you need to restore that balance and do business and life on your terms without worrying about what other people think. Masterclasses like Reset Your Life, Take Back Your Time, Fill Your Cup Too, Productivity Powerhouse, Rock Your Routines, Calm and Peaceful Home, Master Your Meals, Dream Maker to Action Taker, Budget Savvy Mama, The Power of 30-Day Challenges, Finish What You Start, and so much more. And right now, with a super secret link that you will find in the description of the show notes, you can get instant lifetime access to this for half price. So if you are ready to go from surviving to thriving in your mompreneur journey, go and snag Cafe Thrive now. And let's dive into today's episode. Are you feeling a little bit stuck in your business right now? I have been there too. So many times than I can tell you. I know exactly what it is like to feel stuck spinning in circles with no idea what your next best steps should be. You have all of these amazing ideas, but you don't know what to focus on first. And then to feel totally overwhelmed by all of the things that you need and want to do to grow your business and your bank balance. But do you know what? It doesn't have to be that way. In all of my years of going in cycles of feeling energized, empowered, knowing exactly what it is I want to do, to then feeling overwhelmed with all of the ideas and not knowing what to do, I have come up with a 5-step strategy that helps me get out of that funk and be able to start taking action and start thriving in my business again. that every time I hit that, I use these 5 steps and they help me every single time. Not only that, they are also the exact 5-step strategy that I share with my coaching clients to help them get unstuck and super clear on what it is that they want so that they can stop surviving and start thriving and start making that dream business of theirs a reality. And so if you're ever having those moments of where you are feeling stuck, where you are feeling like you are spinning in circles, like you feel like you have got all of the ideas, but you don't know what to do first so that you can start taking action, follow these 5 steps too, because I promise you, they really, really do make all of the difference. They really help you to get super clear, to take back control, to be able to see the wood for the trees and figure out what you need and want to do from your business so that you can start putting things into play and start seeing the results that you want. So step number 1 is to decide what it is that you want. What do you want from your business? What goals do you want to accomplish? How much do you want your business to make and when by? What products and or services do you want to offer? Asking yourself questions like these will really help you to get a clear vision for your business. And when you have that vision, when you have that idea of what it is that you want, the way you want your business to shape, what you want your business to look like in a year's time, in 2 years, in 3 years' time, it becomes so much easier to set the individual mini goals that will help you get there and for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. It's your business and you get to call the shots. You decided to create your business because you have a vision, because you feel called to do something. What is it that you want in that business in order for you to be able to achieve those things? It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing or what anybody else's businesses looks like. What do you want your business to look like? Spend some time thinking about this and get super clear on the direction you want it to be. When you wake up in the morning in 2 or 3 years' time, what do you want your business to look like? What do you want to be doing in it? And then ask yourself how you can work back from that so that you can get some idea of the kind of products, the services, and the goals that you want to set. Because it's great to have all of the ideas. It's great to have all of the ideas of the things that you want to create and offer and do. But do they really fit and do they match? And are they going to help you get closer to the vision that you have for your business? Go through all of those things and spend some time brainstorming, some time really doing some deep soul searching of what you want from your business. And if you're feeling like it's a little bit of a pivot or a little bit of a change, or you're feeling pulled in a slightly different direction to what you first started out doing, that is okay. Because as we go on in our businesses and our businesses grow and we grow, the things that we want and the visions that we have will change based on that because we are growing as a person. And maybe some of the things that we had set in our businesses when we first started out no longer resonate with us anymore. And that's okay. It's okay to let them go so that you can bring and make way for the new things that you want to come in. And so if you're feeling like you're at a bit of a crossroads and one of the reasons that you are feeling stuck is because you can't really decide which direction you want to go, or you're feeling pulled like you want to try something slightly different, or you feel like your business, you want to pivot slightly into a slightly different area or a slightly different service, that is okay. Give yourself permission to do that. Choosing to decide that you want something different from your business than what you first set out for it to be doesn't mean that you're then letting everything else down or that you are a failure or that you're not succeeding or that you're giving up on the things that you had already started or that all of that previous work that you had done was a waste and now you're going to be doing something different. That is not the case. Pivoting, switching is all part of the growth process when we are running businesses. And our passions and our desires and the things that we want to create do change over time. I have changed and done so many different things in my business, and my business now looks nothing like I would have envisioned it being when I first started it 5, 6, 7 years ago. And that's okay. It's actually taken me down a path that I wasn't expecting, and I absolutely love it. And it meant saying goodbye to some of the things that I was doing, things that I thought I would probably have in my business for years. But actually freeing myself and giving myself permission to drop those things, to let them go, to make way and room for the things that I did really want, based on where I'm at right now in my business, was such a game changer for me. giving myself permission to do that and get super clear on what it was that I wanted really helped me with that first stage of getting unstuck so that I could then start making the changes I wanted to make and start focusing on and choosing goals that were in alignment with where I wanted to go. So that is step one. Decide what you want from your business. What do you want? What goals do you want to accomplish? How much do you want your business to make and when by? What products or services do you want to offer? Get super, super clear on those things. And then it's just like plugging it into the sat nav that you've got the direction of knowing where you want to take, and then you can figure out the route later. But get super clear on what it is that you want. Step number 2 is to decide why you want it. That why, that motivation behind why we do everything, why we are running our businesses is so, so important. Not only does it give us at the forefront of our mind what it is that we are aiming for and the reasons behind why we want those things, what that bigger reason, the bigger motivation behind it is, but on those days where we are having a tough day, where we are not wanting to do the things, where we are wanting to just go shopping or just go and sit in a cafe or just sit and watch TV all day long, that why, that driving force that is giving us the motivation and the desire for us to run our businesses, that is the motivation that is going to keep us going on those days that we are having a tough time. So why do you want those things? What is it that you wrote down in number 1, in step number 1 of what you wanted? Why do you want those things? And even why did you start your business in the first place? Why does having a successful business, whatever that definition of success looks like to you, why does that matter to you so much? Why do the things that you want to offer in your business matter to you? And why are you so passionate about all of those things? Get super clear on that. Dig deep. Again, this is all a little bit of a soul search and a little bit of actually being really, really honest. And dig deep and make that why super, super powerful. What is it about starting your business that is that why? What was that driving force behind it? What is your business going to give you? Is it freedom, time, abundance, independence, time to spend with your kids, extra money coming in? What is the why behind why you want to have your business? My why personally is everything is family. It is all about family for me, and I wanted to have something that, yes, I'm super passionate about doing, but ultimately the reason that I run and go into doing my business every single day is that it gives me the time freedom, that it gives me the financial freedom to spend and time and doing the things that I love with my boys so that I can spend that quality time and make the most of the time that I have with them before they leave home when they're 16, 17, 18, and even actually my eldest is 25 now, but he is still at home with us. And all that time while they are here with us, I want to be able to make the most of that. I don't want to be dictated by a 9 to 5 that tells me when I can and can't take annual leave. To not just switch my work around one day so that I can go and do something and see Harrison do something at school. To have that freedom and flexibility that we can take holiday whenever we like, that we haven't got to wait and put permission in and be restricted to four or 5 weeks holiday a year. To be able to do all of those things and have that freedom so that I can then run my business around the needs of my family and that it supports my family, but it is on my terms. And it gives me that freedom to be able to do what we want with my family and to then actually be able to provide and give our family a better quality of life. And knowing and having that prideness that it is my baby, that it's something that I've created, that it's something that I'm passionate about, and that as a result of doing something that I'm passionate about, that I get to help other women go from surviving to thriving in their mompreneur journey. Nothing lights me up more than seeing the transformations that my coaching clients and the members of my community have when I'm working with them and I'm helping them and I'm giving them all of the tools and resources and the empowerment and the encouragement for them to be able to go and do the same and create a business and life they love that is on their terms without worrying about what other people think. Seeing that transformation and seeing them so confident and doing the things that they want to do without worrying about everybody else, without worrying about all of the noise and living unapologetically on their terms, it is incredible to see those transformations. But I also love it that I know that I'm doing this for my family, that it is giving us that time and financial freedom, and that we are free to do things together as a family without worrying about those dictations of the 9 to 5 that come with it. So, what is your why? Why do you want all of those things that you wrote down for step number 1? Dig deep, spend some time journaling. Journaling can really, really help on things like this. It is super powerful because when you sit there and put pen to paper and you just allow yourself to write whatever comes to mind about all of those things, it is incredible what comes out. Sometimes things come out on paper that you hadn't even thought of before or didn't even know that were deep inside you. Journaling is super, super powerful. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, and if you're like me, it's a great excuse to go and buy a nice, new, pretty notebook. But get yourself a paper and pen, make yourself a cup of coffee, and just set the timer for 15, 20 minutes and give yourself permission to free write your thoughts about this step. It might require a bit of soul searching, but the more you understand your reasons for wanting these things, the more your motivation to go after them is going to be. Step 3 is to visualize what you want. I cannot tell you how powerful visualizing what you want is. Spend a few moments every single day visualizing the things that you wrote down for number 1 as if you have already achieved them. It is super, super powerful. Imagine how you feel about it. Picture it, feel it. The surroundings that you're in, the things that you are doing, try and picture it. Listen to the noises that you would hear, the things that you could smell, what you would see, the colors. What would it look like? Visualize yourself doing it. Not only does this help you keep your goal front of mind, but it will make you feel even more determined to go after it. When you picture what you want, when you imagine that you are already there, feeling what it would feel like to live that dream, not only does it feel great, but it tricks your brain into thinking that you have accomplished it already, which in turn makes it so much easier to achieve your goal. Now, visualization isn't something that, an exercise that comes to you easily. I get it. I have been there too. When I first started trying visualizing what I wanted and what I was working towards, as if I had already achieved it, trying to live in that moment, it felt really silly. I couldn't picture it at all. And I wanted to just I'm not doing that. It's not working. But I persevered. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Put yourself in that situation. For me, one of my goals is being able to have a little bit of a bigger office where I've got space to record my podcast and my YouTube videos, where there is a better backdrop and the window is in different positions so that the light isn't coming down onto the screen, that I've got room in the corner to have a snuggle seat so that I can curl up with all of my favorite books. That is one of the things that I would love to have. And so visualizing that, I picture myself coming down in the morning, coming into my office, turning on my PC, getting ready to record podcast episodes. And then I go into the kitchen and I make myself a cup of tea. I come in and I sit there and I pick up one of my books off of my bookshelf, which is next to my desk, and I curl up in the chair, in my office, in my snuggle seat. I can even picture and feel the cushion that I'm going to be snuggling up next to. I'll light a candle, I'll light one of my incense burners, and I will sit there for 10, 15 minutes, curled up, reading before I even start my day, looking around my office with a smile on my face, thinking, I did this, I got that, my business brought me to this, and now I have got the office that I dreamed of. That is just one of the examples of the things that we are working towards, that we would love to do and have. And picture that. Ask yourself what it is that you are wanting. Look at that list that you had for step number 1. Take time every single day to picture what you want. I cannot tell you how powerful it is, because when you are doing that, and I'm going to get a little bit woo-woo out here now, but when you are doing that, you are putting out into the universe what it is that you are wanting. By visualizing that, by getting super clear on it and having it crystal clear in your mind, to the point that you can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can touch it, that it's already there. You are telling the universe that that is what you want. And it is amazing how much those things do come to you when you get super, super clear and you put it out there. There are lots of different ways that you can visualize. You don't just have to do it just by sitting there with your eyes closed, trying to picture those things. You could create a vision board, whether it is on Pinterest or it is something you've created in Canva, or it's a printed one where you've cut pictures out of a magazine and stuck them to a board. Create a vision board. I have done several vision boards over the years on Pinterest, and when I go back and look at them, I am amazed by just how many things have actually happened in my life or that I've accomplished that were on those vision boards, all because of that power of visualization. You can spend a few moments before going to bed every night as you lay down to sleep, put your head on the pillow, close your eyes, and drift off to sleep, visualizing the things that you are working towards, the things that you want. You could try listening to guided meditations or keeping a journal. One of my other favorite exercises that I love doing is to write a letter or a diary or a journal entry from my future self from a year's time or 2 years' time, as if that was me now, of what my day was like, how I spent my day, what I was doing, and picturing it and getting it onto paper. It really is just like affirming to yourself that you are already there. You have already done that. And instead of worrying about all of the hows and how you're going to make it happen, you're training your brain and telling your brain that you have done it already. And it makes it so, so much easier to get yourself that other step closer. Don't just visualize the end goal, though. One thing I've learned with visualizations, in order to help you get there and take the steps, even if you don't know what all of the steps are yet, something that will really, really help is visualize yourself actually taking the steps that you need to take to make it happen as well. Because that way, when you come to do the work, you'll find it a whole lot easier to do it because your brain thinks you've done it already. It's a really simple psychological hack and trick, but it really does work. And so sometimes when I'm visualizing something that I want to accomplish, even if it's just a small task in my business, or it's a new product that I want to launch, or a new digital product that I want to create, or a new workshop that I want to host, I will not only visualize myself actually hosting that workshop, of seeing everybody on Zoom and chatting and talking with them, and the topics and the kind of bullet points that I want to cover, but I'll also actually then take some steps back and visualize myself in Canva creating the slide deck, visualize myself creating the page in Flowdesk, visualize myself writing that email and hitting send and telling everybody when the masterclass is going to be taking place. Spending some time visualizing the steps, that is super powerful, and it really does make it easier for you to help you start taking action. So that is step number 3. Visualize what it is that you want. Step number 4 is to create that support network. Sharing what you want to accomplish and what you are working on with those who want similar things to you not only makes it so much easier to achieve them, but it really does boost your success rate too. Because when you surround yourself with people who are going to cheer you on and keep you accountable and give you a push on the days that you don't need that the days that you need that extra motivation, it is incredible how it fires you up and it keeps you going, knowing that you have got that support. Knowing that you've got people around you who get it, knowing that you've got people around you who are wanting to achieve the same things as you, it's incredibly powerful. Whether it is a coach, a mentor, an accountability partner, a business bestie, or friends or family, go and create your support network. Who do you know around you that you can ask to be a cheerleader, that can work with you on it? Maybe they're working on the same goal as you, and you can be each other's accountability partners. I've mentioned in the podcast before about my 2 accountability buddies and how we check in pretty much every day during the working week on all of the things that we are working towards and the goals that we are working on. And it makes such a difference having that support network of where you've got someone to bounce ideas off of, to question something, to brainstorm out loud, to check in with each other and see how you're going. It really does make it so much more easier for you to stay on track, for you to take action, and for you to keep going. And when you're feeling overwhelmed by it all, you can rant and pour it out with them, and they'll be there to help you and support you and help you brainstorm ways of coming out with it. If you wanted to take it to the next level, then hire an accountability coach or a coach in general, or a mentor, or someone who is going to help you check in and someone that is going to be there to support you every step of the way. And if you feel like I might be the coach for you, then I would love to hear from you. I can work with you one-on-one and we can dig into what it is you're working on. We can go through all of these steps together and I can help you create a plan of action going forward. We can then check in each other once a month. I can be there to cheer you on, to be going through any times that you come up, any roadblocks or limiting beliefs or anything that you feel like is holding you back, and we can dig through it and I can be there for you. So if that's something you would like to do, just send me a DM over at the Unapologetic Mompreneur on Instagram and we can get a conversation going. But either way, create your support network. I cannot tell you how amazing and a difference it makes knowing that you've got a team and people around and that support system behind you. Not only do they get where you're at and understand why you want to achieve the things you want to achieve, but they will keep you accountable and they will cheer you on too. And that is pretty powerful. So who can you ask to be in your support network? Go make that list, go and ask them and set it up today. And then finally, step number 5 is to take action, because that was all of the groundwork. You've done all the planning, the prepping, you've got in touch with your why, you've figured out what it is you want, you're spending time visualizing it, but it's not going to happen unless you take action. So it's now time to dive in and do the work. Break down all of those big goals, all of those things that you wrote down in number 1 into mini goals, into milestones, into baby steps. Give them a deadline and then share it with your support network and then go and do the work. Check in regularly on your progress to make sure that you are still on the right path, and then make sure that you celebrate your wins along the way too. Celebrating the wins was an absolute game changer for me. It made such a difference knowing that I had something to look forward to celebrating each step of the way, because sometimes when you've got a big goal that you are working on, and if you're not celebrating and taking the time to pause and congratulate yourself for the steps and the things that you have accomplished so far before moving on to the next thing, it's really hard to see just how much you've accomplished, just how much you've done. And instead, it's easy then to just say frustrated that you're still not where you want to be. But actually, you've probably already come a really long way already. You just haven't taken the time to stop, pause, reflect, and celebrate those wins. So every time you accomplish a small goal or a small milestone that is going to get you closer to the bigger one, go celebrate it because you deserve it. And if you want help making all of these things happen, go and check out my goal setting series from earlier on in the podcast. I will put the numbers of the episodes in the show notes, but I've got some episodes there that help you to do some mindset work before you dive into working on your goals. The strategy that I use to help you go from goal setter to goal getter so that you can crush your goals. I've got plenty of episodes there that will help you break down your goals and so that you can go from goal setter to goal getter. And also, if you struggle with things like finishing once you've started or staying productive instead of just busy, then go and check out Cafe Thrive, because I have got some great masterclasses in there on Productivity Powerhouse, Finish What You Start, and Dream Maker to Action Taker. And they give you everything that you need to be able to help you get unstuck, to get going, to take action and hit that finish line and accomplish those business goals. So there we go. That is my 5-step strategy for getting unstuck in your business so that you can dive in, take action, accomplish those business goals of yours, and see that success that you know that you deserve. So anytime that you find yourself being stuck, spinning in circles, no idea what you need to do or what your next best step should be, or totally overwhelmed by all of the different ideas but not knowing what to focus on first, no, it doesn't have to be that way. Follow this 5-step strategy and it really will help you to get unstuck, to get super clear so that you can stop just surviving and start thriving and create a business and life you love. So here are the 5 steps again. Step 1 is to decide what you want from your business. What do you want? What goals do you want to accomplish? How much do you want your business to make and when by? What products and services do you want to offer? Get super clear on those things so that you have a destination that you are working towards that feels right and feels aligned for you. And again, remember, if it doesn't look like anybody else's destination or anybody else's business, that is okay. It's your business. You get to call the shots, so own that. Step number 2 is to decide why you want it. Why does it matter to you so much? What will your business give you? Whether it's time, freedom, abundance, independence, time with family, extra cash so you can have a better quality of life, or you can finally go on that holiday that you keep wanting to go on and thinking about with your family. Get clear on that why and make sure it is strong, because that is what is going to keep you the motivation going on the days you're having a tough time. Step number 3 is to visualize what you want. Get so clear in your mind of what it is that you want. Imagine how you'll feel. Picture it. Feel it. Get clear on it. What is it going to look like? If it helps, create that vision board, journal on it. Visualize the steps that you need to take to make it happen as well. Get clear on those steps, get it clear in your mind, because then if you've already gone through it in your mind, you're going to feel like you've already done it already, and it's going to be so much easier to do it when it comes to it. Step 4 was to create that support network. Increase your chances of accomplishing your goal by having that support network around you. Surround yourself with people who are going to cheer you on and keep you accountable and give you that push on the days that you need a little extra motivation. And then finally, with step 5 was to take action. Don't just do all the planning and stay stuck in the planning stages. Don't just sit there and visualize the stuff. Go do the work. You'll be amazed now you've done the visualization and that you've got that support network around you about how much easier it is for you to able to accomplish those things. So break those big goals down into mini goals, give them a deadline, go do the work, and then celebrate your wins along the way. I hope that this episode has helped. Honestly, anytime that you are struggling or you're feeling stuck, whether it is the big vision of your business or it's just one project that you are working on, revisit these steps because they really, really will help you to get unstuck and to stop feeling like you are spinning in circles and give you the tools that you need so that you can start taking action. I use this all the time and it really does work for me every single time. And if you do use it, let me know how it goes. I would love to hear from you. And if you've got any questions about any of these steps, you want to dig into them a little bit deeper, I am here for you. Come and send me a message over on Instagram at the Unapologetic Mompreneur and we can chat more. And don't forget, if you want a little bit of extra help too, there is always the Unapologetic Mompreneur Facebook group. You'll find the link to join that too in the show notes. And I can't wait to chat with you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me for another installment of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I would love for you to leave me a rating and a review so that other mompreneurs can find this podcast too. Here's to unapologetically becoming the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. I can't wait to chat with you in the next episode. Bye for now.